What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe on YouTube, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop going in. Well, I'll let a few hundred of y'all jump in first so y'all don't miss it. But I'm going in immediately after that. Yes, I am. Okay, who we got in here? What's up, Robert Simmons, Marquise, Trayvon, Albo, Amy. What's up, Amy? Kevin Chavez. What's up? Columbus, Ohio in the building. Columbus, Ohio in the building. Going in, fam. As you know, if you've been on the internet lately, Dee-1 has set it off in the hip-hop game. He set it off. Dee-1 is making statements, making his rounds at the podcast, and he's talking about music and the state of the music, the message specifically in the music, how he's totally against what's going on in the music. Well, he's not really totally against it. He says by his own admission that he likes the music, he likes the beats and stuff, and he sometimes ends up dancing to stuff that he don't even really like. Well, he really don't like the message, he don't agree with it, but the beat be jamming so much, he participates anyway. So he and I had a spirited discussion on my podcast, and we actually started talking about having this discussion before the discussions he's having now on some of the other podcasts. So we talked about this already at length, and I wanted to share one of the videos, actually a couple of videos from when he appeared on my podcast, on the Get Old Boys Reloaded podcast. Check this out.
Man, bro, you said cognitive dissonance. I want y'all to go, if you watching this, go look that up. I did a song about cognitive dissonance, and I didn't use that vocabulary. I just called it people don't want that real. You know what I mean? I said people don't want that real. They just say that they do.
That's
now,
right.
People don't want that real, and I'm one of them too. Yeah. I'm so easily entertained by ratchet activity, violent negative imagery, always seem to interest me. I tell myself, no more music glorifying evil, selling drugs, womanizing, killing our people. Then I hear a song with a tight beat and can't deny it. The hook is catchy, so I subconsciously memorize it. Next thing you know, I'm reciting all the lyrics, and my day don't feel complete unless I hear it. Inviting darkness in my spirit, this can't be light. I'm craving what I'm supposed to be fighting, this can't be right. I must be blind to the effects, this can't be sight. Death is in the power of the tongue, and this can't be life. Be careful what you get involved with, because you can't support a cause, but then hate the effects that it causes. Man, bro, you said cognitive dissonance. I want y'all.
So let's stop right there, fam. Let's stop right there. So he was saying that you can't support a cause without supporting the cause, the effect that it causes. He talked about how he likes to listen to the music. He wants a good message, but when he hear the beat, he hear the hook, he got a problem with that. For those of you who are just joining, we're getting other people joining. So I want to make sure that at least most of you hear this message before I actually go all the way in, and actually before you guys really go in on your comments. I want you to hear this. I'm going to play it one more time because I want to make sure that y'all really understand what he's saying.
Man, bro, you said cognitive dissonance. I want y'all to go, if you watching this, go look that up. I did a song about cognitive dissonance, and I didn't use that vocabulary. I just called it people don't want that real. You know what I mean? I said people don't want that real. They just say that they do.
That's
now,
right.
People don't want that real, and I'm one of them too. I'm so easily entertained by ratchet activity, violent negative imagery always seem to interest me. I tell myself, no more music glorifying evil, selling drugs, womanizing, killing our people. Then I hear a song with a tight beat and can't deny it. The hook is catchy, so I subconsciously memorize it. Next thing you know, I'm reciting all the lyrics. And my day don't feel complete unless I hear it. Inviting darkness in my spirit. This can't be light. I'm craving what I'm supposed to be fighting. This can't be right. I must be blind to the effects. This can't be sight. Death is in the power of the tongue, and this can't be life. Be careful what you get involved with, because you can't support a cause, but then hate the effects that it causes.
So that was a conversation we were having about cognitive dissonance. Well, basically, in layman's term, people hear what they want to hear. Once they lock in on what they want to hear, they don't hear anything else. For example, we did a song called My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me on the Ghetto Boys album. And in that song, I got a verse that says, I make big money, I drive big cars, everybody know me, it's like I'm a movie star. And then I said, but late at night, something ain't right. Now, a lot of guys say, man, you know, I sold drugs to that song, man. I went to jail listening to Mind Playing Tricks, man. Man, y'all, you the reason I went to jail. Hold on, back up. Pump your brakes. I said, I make big money, drive big cars. Everybody know me. It's like I'm a movie star. Now, that's the part that they heard that they wanted to hear, and they didn't want to hear nothing else. They didn't care about nothing else I really said. Because they just wanted to hear what they wanted to hear. They wanted to make big money and drive big cars. So that was enough for them. Damn the warning, but late at night, something ain't right. I feel I'm being tailed by the same sucker's headlights. I'm paranoid. I'm tripping. I want to get out the game. They missed that part because they wanted to miss that part. Now, about the negative aspects of the music, where he talks about how people say they want that real, but they really don't, right? Okay, so it's the same thing in the podcast world. People say that they want to hear some positive stuff. Oh man, finally a positive story. But when you put out the positive stories, the clicks dwindle almost to nothing, to where it don't even make sense to spend your time uploading, because it's going to cost you more money to actually bring those type of videos. Oftentimes, not all the time, some people are able to get away with it, but oftentimes those are the videos that's going to get the least amount of clicks. But people will quickly say that they want to hear positive stuff. I tested that theory, and I did a poll about maybe 4 years ago. I did a poll with you guys, and I asked y'all the question, what type of topics would you like to hear mostly? What type of topics would you like to hear mostly on the Willie Live channel? Some of the topics included politics, race relations, crime and punishment. There was good news, family, social issues, and then there was celebrity news. When the poll came back, you guys said, not all of y'all, but if the shoe fit, wear it. You guys said that you wanted to hear more about race relations and crime and punishment. And you said you wanted to hear good news. Those were the top 3 things that you said you wanted to hear about. Well, after 1 month of running the analytics, and I did various types of shows where I gave you a really good, solid mix of shows. I did about maybe 30 something videos. And When the data came back, when the analytics came back, overwhelmingly, guess what was number one? Just take a wild guess. Which videos y'all clicked on the most? Just take a wild guess. Celebrity news. And people love to talk about how they hate celebrities and they don't like entertainers, and entertainers need to just shut up, and why are they talking, and blah, 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 blah. Everybody hates entertainers, but everybody wants to be entertained. Explain that to me. Nobody likes entertainers, but everybody wants to be entertained. I've heard it so many times. I be checking out some people blogs and stuff, and I be on some of these artist pages, and people just be going in on the artists. But if you click on their profiles, they're following celebrities. At the same time, they're disparaging celebrities. They're following the celebrities, but they say they don't want to hear from them, and they say that there's more important things to talk about. Now, when I cover celebrity news, I got a different angle. I don't cover the gossip. I cover things that I feel like that you guys can use. I try to get news you can use. So, for example, if there's a celebrity who has a, let's say they're going through a divorce. Well, millions of people all over the world go through a divorce. That's not exclusive to celebrity. So if they're going through a divorce and there's money at stake, and you know, one side is trying to get the other side to pay an exorbitant amount of money for child support or alimony or palimony, whatever it is. That's a good topic, because a lot of people go through that. You don't have to be a celebrity to go through that. Let's say they're disparaging one another. They got kids and there's a custody battle. Well, a lot of people millions and millions of people go through that. That's not exclusive to celebrity. So when I cover celebrity news, I'm covering stuff that I think that y'all can use and you can apply in your own day-to-day life. Gossip do not interest me one bit. In fact, it irks the hell out of me, makes my skin crawl. But back to reality. Let's back to the message. Y'all say y'all want to hear more positive music, but when you get somebody like a Dee-1, you get somebody who don't have no cussing in the music whatsoever, then they struggle to sell records. So if the people want to hear more so-called positive music, then they need to get behind it and support it. I think people just want to feel like they are really good people, and they don't want to feel bad about being attracted to murder and mayhem and chaos and negativity. They want to feel like, yo, I can't admit that I'm attracted to this type of stuff. I feel like I'm a good person, but damn, man, I just love a murder mystery. It's like they don't want to admit that. I think that it's quite possible to enjoy murder mystery and be a good person. You can have murder mystery in a movie, you can have murder mystery in a song. But the problem, one of the biggest problems with it, was what's going on today, is that we have too much of one kind of music. When I was making my bones, there was more diversity. For every Public Enemy, you had a Ghetto Boys or NWA. You know, for every Salt and Pepper, you had a JJ Fad, or you had a Hoes with Attitude. You know, that was just more diversity. Well, now it's just one-sided, mostly. And that's the problem that a lot of people have. But keep in mind, rap has always been under attack. When it was just only maybe 3 or 4 groups that was doing explicit lyrics and that was really out there with the wild, crazy stuff, you know, Ghetto Boys, NWA, you know, Ice-T, 2 Live Crew, just a few. And now you have, and the hip hop was under attack then. But now you got way more of it today. There's little to no diversity, right? And people, of course, have a major issue with that now, especially with the women. The women is off the chain. It's like the women are trying to prove that they can do whatever men do. It's like they're trying to prove that they can be just as raunchy and nasty and vulgar as a man can be. And people are really taking exception to that. Now, I know if you're a woman, you're probably saying, hey, suck it up, buttercup. Y'all been doing it. We ain't said nothing about it. Now we doing it. It's the ladies' turns. And now y'all trying to control a woman's mouth and trying to tell a grown woman how to talk and blah, 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 blah. See, the thing is this, fam. The reason why so many people are up in uproar with the women, and not just men, but women are too. The reason why is because no matter what kind of woman you are, no matter what kind of woman she is, as a society, we feel like it's I think a general consensus that women are still looked at as virtuous. We still want our woman to be, we still have hope that women can be virtuous. And we still have hope that our little girls can be saved. And when we see the women doing that type of stuff, a lot of people lose hope. We've already lost hope for men. Men ain't shit. We already know that. Not all men, but you know what? Shoot fit wag. You know, men be going out, starting wars, destroying everything. You know, they taint everything. We got that. We know men, you know, we know how that go. But for society, we've always felt like there's always been a general consensus that that a woman is different, and that's why we hold women to a higher standard. If a man cheat, he's considered a player. A woman cheats, she's considered a hoe. Y'all know that's how it go. Double standards, right or wrong, fair or not. That's just the way things are in the society that we live in, right? I wanted to play another video from Dee-1. This is another clip. I want to share this clip with you guys, and y'all tell me what y'all think about this clip.
People with gray hairs, but they still chasing clout because they still like, I want to be relevant with the young boys, you know? I want to make music that the teenagers going to feel. You're not supposed to be making music that the teenagers going to feel. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to be trying to fit in with them. You're supposed to be setting an example for them. And when I hear these people that have been rapping about selling cocaine, you know, we could call them out by name if we wanted to, bro, and go viral right quick. But they know who they are. And the fans listening to this know who they are. Like, you in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, if you still rapping about cocaine or killing people, even if you sold that, even if you shot somebody before, there's a difference between narration and glorification. And I just feel like in the rap game, it's too much glorification of things that's going to get us locked up or get us 6 feet underground.
I'm glad you clarified that.
I'm absolutely glad that he clarified that. He said that he talked about glorification, you know, versus information. It's putting the information out there and, you know, warning people. That's what we did in Ghetto Boys music. Our goal was to always try to give people information and instructions to help them navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. So we could tell you about what's going on in the streets or whatever, but we'd always give you the warning. We give you the bitter and the sweet. What's going on is that a lot of cats only give the bitter. You know, I mean, they only give the sweet. They don't tell you about the bitter. They'll tell you about that chopper in the trunk, right? But they won't tell you what kind of time you're going to get if you get caught with that chopper in the trunk. So ghetto boys might say, yeah, we whoop the chopper in the trunk, la la la, but we gonna also tell you how much time you're gonna get if you get caught with that chopper in the trunk. And so that's one of the biggest bones of contentions that most people have, and that's what Dee-1's bone of contention is he feels like that it's too much glorification of this street life. That's his biggest issue, is the glorification. And but I want to backtrack a little bit when he was talking about, you know, if these guys are in their 30s, 40s, or whatever, and you know, I mean, they're 50 years old, still talking about what they was talking about when they was in their 20s. They're talking about drugs and all that kind of stuff. Well, I disagree with that part, and here's why. If you are a director, and the kind of movies that you make is you make drama, your movies are, you know, you're very good at making dramatic movies. That's your lane, and you're good at that. Martin Scorsese, nobody's asking him to make comedy movies. Nobody's asking Quentin Tarantino to make love movies. Quentin Tarantino makes thrillers. He makes action, drama. That's what he do. That's his lane. Likewise, nobody's asking Jordan Peele to make you know, movies about a murder, right? He does drama and thrillers, but nobody's looking forward to a Jordan Peele movie that has a whole bunch of killing in it, right? So everybody got their lane as an artist. Some people play to their strengths. As an artist, people play to their strengths. Some artists are very good oil painters. Some artists are very good, what do you call it? They use the pencils. They got people that can draw a picture of you with a pencil and make it look like an actual photograph. That's their thing. And then some people make art with metal. That's their thing. That's their lane. So that's the artistic side of things. Now, the trip part is that most artists, no matter what they're gonna do, when you start talking about music, artists grow. Most artists gonna grow, and they're gonna evolve and do other things. They're gonna talk about other things, because that's the difference between making movies and making music, is that the musician typically goes on to other things. And even if they talk about love, they talk about love in a more mature way, the kind of way that Prince did. Remember how Prince did it? When Prince was young, he did Darling Nikki. When he got older, he did Diamonds and Pearls, right? The songs were a lot less, it was a lot less sexual innuendos and freakiness. Well, he had sexual innuendos, but there was a lot less freakiness, a lot less blunt in your face talk about sex. He evolved. Most artists are going to do that. Most artists are going to do that. So I hear what Dee-1 is saying when he says somebody might be stuck on that or whatever. But if an artist is speaking on anything and it's a cautionary tale, I'm with that. If it's something about something bad and it's a cautionary tale, I'm with that. What I am not with is the glorification. I'm not with the glorification. And like I said in my earlier post on Instagram, with the Ghetto Boys, you know, our job was always to make information and instruction type music. But there was a few songs that I can say that might qualify for not having getting a pass in regards to Dee-1's criticism, and I'm okay with that, because as long as I can grow from something, and as long as my people can heal, I'm okay with accountability. I'm okay. I ain't got no problem with it. Because I know, like, if you're talking about just being a negative person or a bad person or somebody that is not contributing to the community, putting the work in, you ain't talking about me. So I ain't tripping. But I understand why Rick Ross and Jim Jones and Meek took things the way that they took them, even though Meek took a more affirmative stance. I can understand why the others spoke the way they thought. They probably felt like they were being singled out when there's so many other artists you can actually name that have done the same thing. But anyway, fam, going into the comments, let's see what y'all are talking about. Nubian Goddess, what's up, Nubian Goddess? Appreciate you. Lakeisha Johnson, I see you. I see you. King Hazy, what it do? Jamel Knight. Now let's see if all those people who are agreeing with Dee-1 show a little love and go on over to Apple Music and buy his single, buy his CDs, buy something. Let's see how many people are going to put their money where their mouth is. But you can't just say you support Dee-1 and you support his message and you're still actively buying music, but you're not buying his music. You can't say that. You can't say that you're actively going to concerts, and when Dee-1 come to town, you ain't got that date circled on your calendar, and you're not at that concert when he shows up. You can't say that you support the positive hip hop if you're not supporting those who are doing it. And let's clear something up also. One person's positivity may not be another person's positivity. Positivity can actually be subjective. I know some of y'all say, how the hell you going to be? It's going to be subjective. I don't know, depending on your values. Depends on your values. Now, we know there's some general things that are positive, but some people may see certain things that others may consider positive as something that's negative, or they may be indifferent to it. Hebrew of Hebrews, what's up? Alicia Quinn. Jasmine Ward. What's up, Serena? Serena Santiago. Yeah, I want to see how many people that's agreeing with Dee-1. Yeah, I want to see a significant rise in D right now with all of the people that's agreeing with Dee-1, with all of the people that's taking his side, which is, I mean, damn near everybody is on his side. I would say at least 9 out of 10, every 8 to 9 out of 10 comments are in support of his message. I played his rap. People love that rap. So I would think with all of that kind of support, Dee-1 should shoot straight up to the charts, to the top of the charts. Dee-1 should be one of the top dogs in the game by the end of the week. If the record sales and the support for his concerts is indicative of the support he's been getting with his message, with calling out hip hop. So let's see, said the blind man. Let's see. But I can tell you this is why a lot of times people don't speak up, because they get ostracized and thrown under the bus instead of being rewarded. Even if at the very least, if they're not going to get rewarded, at least they shouldn't lose any equity if they speak up for what's right. But they're not. That's not the case. I think people are full of shit for the most part. A lot of people just do a lot of talking and but they ain't gonna put that money where their mouth is. Don't tell me what you support. Show me your bank account and I'll tell you what you support. Show me your bank account. If I look at that bank account and I don't see Dee-1, if I don't see a sale from Dee-1 music, I don't see that you bought a concert ticket, you ain't bought no t-shirt, you ain't bought a hoodie, you ain't bought nothing. I have, all right? If you ain't bought nothing, don't tell me about how you supporting the message. By the end of the week, Dee-1 should be, since his name is trending so, and he's so hot right now, and he ain't gonna stop because he works all the time. He's not gonna stop. So by the end of the week, shit, Dee-1 should be one of the top dudes in the game. Okay, Ebony Ennis says, I don't think people are full of it. We are, where is it? We are in an era of show and prove. Who are you? Who vouches for you, etc.? Who is your family, your message, integrity? Well, Dee-1 check all the boxes. He's been doing it for a minute, Ebony. He already checking all the boxes. So it ain't gonna take long for you to figure it out. It don't take long for you to check him out. He all over the internet. It don't take long to do a little quick research and see what he's about. He's very consistent with his message. It ain't gonna take long for you to figure it out. So you going to the next concert? You gonna buy the record? You gonna buy a hoodie? You gonna go get some of that merch? That type of stuff will encourage others to have more of a positive message, so to speak. If the artists that are doing the message without the music without the message, or the bad message, or the artists who are thinking about doing the music with the ratchet stuff or the drill stuff, was to hear that people who are doing the other stuff, doing the so-called positive stuff, are being rewarded, they might just decide, look, I'm gonna go over here because there's more money over here than it is over here. People gonna follow the money. They're gonna go into it's the music business. So people are gonna follow, the artists are gonna follow the money. The record labels are gonna follow the money. If the people, the fans, are rewarding the ratchet and the uncivilized, then that's what the artist is going to do. That's what the record labels are going to produce. Jacob Israel, what's up? What's up, Charles Moran? Richard Harper, what up? What's up, cuz? Brian checked in. Brian Price in the building. Richard Harper, what's up? Sazzy girl. What's up, Sazzy girl? One love. Appreciate you. Show Sazzy girl some love, family. Newest member to the Willie D Live channel. Raising L's. Says Zap Bruner. What's up? Melissa Monroe. Melissa, oh, let me see what Melissa talking about. Melissa said, I don't listen to rap, but I support him. I had no idea you were a rapper. I came across your channel when you were running for office. I like what you were saying. I've been following you since. Appreciate you, Melissa. Appreciate you. Melissa says she don't listen to rap. I think you are doing yourself a disservice, Melissa, because there's some rap out there for everybody. I listen to everything. I thank God that I have opened my mind up to listen to all types of music, because I'm more rounded because of that. I listen to country, I listen to rap, gospel, opera, jazz, soul, R&B, folk, pop. Good music is good music, fam. If it's good, it's good. If it's good, you got me. I don't care what you're doing. You can just be doing some bebop with singing on the block with no music, with no type of instruments or instrumentation or anything. If it's good to me. I'm gonna rock with it. What's up, Nadia? Veronica Brown, what's up? Yeah, I think I got exposed early to that music, to a wide range of music, because my mama used to listen to R&B and soul. And whenever I was around my daddy, he listened to soft rock. That was his thing. All day, every day, soft rock. So I got both of those and everything in between. My mama also listened to the blues. Rob Timble say he bought my first album on the cover alone. He could tell it was gonna be dope. Yeah, that first cover. If y'all don't know, I had the first. I'm gonna show y'all the first album cover. Let's see. Show you the first cover. First cover. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on, fam. I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. This will be worth it. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, where's the cover? Oh, there it is. It's my first album cover. I got the girl in the bikini. I got the Klansmen, I got the police, and I got my shirt off, ready to go to war. Controversy. So I just wanted to, like, basically with the images depict a broad representation of what I was going to be talking about in the music. I think I covered it all. I think I covered it. Yeah. Yeah, some people who are checking out the channel now, some of y'all still don't know that I did music. That's it's interesting, not funny though, because I hadn't done music in a long time, so I could see why some of y'all may not know that. But yeah, I did my thing. I did my thing. I did a little old music and stuff. I wrote a few hits. Sold out a few stadiums. I ain't gonna brag about selling out Madison Square, and the Toyota Center. Actually, when it was the Summit. I ain't gonna brag about all that stuff. I ain't gonna brag about performing in front of 100,000 people and all that. I ain't gonna do all that bragging. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna talk about the gold and platinum records and stuff. I ain't gonna do none of that. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do all that. I'm just gonna tell you that I made music. I made music. I made some music that ain't gonna never get old. Timeless. I remember in 91, 90, we was talking to, I was talking to a reporter from the Houston Chronicle, and he asked me, well, what are y'all going to talk about once y'all become famous and, you start living like, in the suburbs and all that stuff? What are you going to talk about then when you get money? And I remember telling him that as long as you have love and hate, joy and pain, dirty police officers, corrupt government officials, dirty corporate executives, as long as you have betrayal, we're going to always have something to talk about. As long as you, and I talked about racism too, as long as that all of that stuff, it ain't gonna never go away, unfortunately. Wes Randall, what's up? What's up, Miss M? David Kingdom. African Osarinko. I think I'm saying that right. Willie Woody. What's up, Chimney Banks? Alan Melton. What's up, Al? Keith Moulton. What's up, Keith? Preston Hatter. Greg Winbush. David Clark. Michael Scissorhands. Preston Hatter in the building. DT. All right, fam, that's my time. Go. I see you. That's my time, family. I appreciate y'all joining the live. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I'll keep y'all updated on what's going on with Dee-1. Dee-1 is not going anywhere anytime soon. He got a message and he's going to keep on pushing it. I would just say to the artists out there, I think that as long as you got a message where you are, when you're expressing yourself, if you put something out there where you have it's a cautionary tale, I don't believe that an artist should be restricted from talking about certain things, because there is an audience for everybody. There's an audience for everybody. But I do believe that this shouldn't fall just on the artist. These damn record labels, these radio stations, these record labels, these video stations, the Apple Music, YouTube, the platforms that they sell their music on, the platforms that stream the music out to the world, they should be held accountable too. If y'all got an issue with the artist, you should have an issue with the platforms that promote the artist. Get at these platforms and you don't even have to worry about dealing with the artist. Get with TikTok, get with Instagram, get with Facebook. Because none of that music, without those platforms today, since we are streaming and streaming is running everything, the artists won't even be heard. Ain't nobody talking about nobody who's not streaming. Get with them. The empire of Jesus Christ. Yeah. The empire of Jesus Christ world evangelism. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I typically do not acknowledge posts that are written in all caps because I feel like you're screaming at me. But because of your generous donation, I gotta at least acknowledge you. A black man who laid down his life became our savior, simply to return to him. His name is Jesus Christ. Peace. ABC, NBC, all of them, man, all of them. See, really, if you really want to know the truth, fam, the rappers are the low-hanging fruit. The rappers are the low-hanging fruit. If you really want to affect change, cut off the head and the body will die. No more talk.